from last session.
Oh, I'll win.
You know what I mean? Zaz is here, right? He always wins. Come on.
Yeah,
That's the draw 0 successes.
I was gonna say,
Bro.
Yeah, Grunt did epically troll me by telling me don't bother willpowering right before the session ended when I would have recovered all my fucking willpower. That was a nice troll, Grunt. Epic troll.
you couldn't have rolled you rolled 0.
No, I would have not. There would have been no penalty to me trying, and I would have gotten the willpower back.
Of course. You've fallen into my trap.
I know. It's like, I only had one spent willpower. If I'd willpowered that, even if I failed, I would have gotten it back.
Well, it is what it is. So what happened last time?
Well, last time we began with Greg dealing with the finances that Kashim has happily left him. A lot of mixed paperwork, a lot of odd things going on. An impressive $5 million being from some similar contact that Kashim seems to be scheming up as well. As well as Dudley finding out some viruses, like a big hack at work that has some concerns, as he would later on tell Greg about it. And Greg, of course, they're going to find some outside help to have someone do an investigation trial, hopefully maybe follow the trail and figure out exactly who it was without alerting anyone. Sung as well went back to classes to try to enjoy some moment of normalcy going on, though her last class, philosophy, had a bit of a change as the previous teacher apparently has been replaced with a new temporary teacher named Carlos. An odd man that Parks spoke with, who seemed to have care about philosophy and such like that, even offering to give her some links to some interesting books that will be of good entertainment when it comes to this type of subject, which she happily agreed to. Though Jennifer, her friend, did make fun of her about her current mood, especially. Greg and Dudley went back to the pub to see Jacob White, and Antolia's still working there. Alive and well, as Kushim later on entered with some information about some good deals he has going, as well as the whole side project he's working on with this old lady. Of course, we know her as Rose, and for others outside of that knows her as the Toreador, but we don't know that whole spiel. And as well as the fact that Kashim seems to be trying to look at social media as a chance to gain more followers. Apparently hanging out with Sung's grandmother on the TikTok, which is a problem for another day, apparently. As well as, like I said, more talks of finances, more talks of what to do in the future. And hopefully trying to figure a way to deal with their current predicaments going on. As well as, I believe, the Adrian meeting that came up, where we all sat down and spoke with Adrian, who's also another mage as well. And, he revealed that he was originally here to keep an eye on us as a subject, and what he knows about the Camarilla and, the Anarchists that we've been given, which seems to be an odd thing, but apparently we have a bit of a reputation for surviving so long as we have. And, Kashim has a reputation as well, which seems to have garnered us some monicum of respect, which could be good or bad, depending. There's not much else he can really give us in the idea of who the Camarilla is or who the Anarch people are, as they have no leads. And like I said, that wasn't his original job. Though, if we need help, he's always willing to put out a hand, as well as the fact that we have connections now with the SI that could be used to help us. And the fact that, of course, Greg plans to speak with Morgan, a vampire he's aware of, as well as another vampire, a person he met in another life. So, who seems to be just as undead. But regardless, this is a chance for a meeting. Maybe give some information, maybe kill them at the spot. Greg cooks up a way to hopefully deal with them with Adrian's help, and using hunters and such to take out the rest of them. It says things continue onward with Sung reading some strange reading materials from Carlos's recommendations, most of them about if things are real or outside simulations. Interesting books, but odd in their own choices as well. And of course, I think it ended there with, Greg finally deciding to go off to deal with this meeting with Morgan, though he did make it so Dudley would give him a call so he can have an excuse to walk away and hopefully give the signal to either capture or more likely kill Morgan. Though as he was walking away, he did notice a figure in the darkness who was surprised that he had saw them before he was immediately knocked out. And, we don't know where he went or what's going on in that regard. I think that's where it ended last, as Dudley was on the phone with him and hearing a bit of the crash and clatter. And nothing more. Mm-hmm.
Dudley, it's a static before the phone just dies.
Yeah, pick up the SI. Was Dudley informed, by the way? Is he on the SI ambush? Like, does he have them ready to? Is he calling like the SI phone?
Because you calling them in was
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
thing, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you called me so I could get away so
Yeah,
they could do
Yeah,
the ambush.
I assume Dudley is has like a button ready on like the SI network, like a group chat for the ambush. I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking him. But
Yep.
he basically informs the hunters to prepare the ambush, give them the signal, and tells them that Greg might have been captured.
Yeah, I guess they'll bring into action. So it is a public place. You met in the public place, as I remember.
Yes, because otherwise I'd be meeting in a private place with a vampire who could fucking
Sure.
wipe my memory.
So yeah, as well, whatever's going on, Dudley, I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the update from the experts.
What's Sung doing at this point? Night.
She originally had asked Jennifer to go into, I guess, one of her hangouts to hopefully see if she can find any leads.
Ooh, that's true. So what does that mean, Red?
I don't know. Grunt Sung has no idea what an anarch is. She's full vampire mind, so maybe she'll get lucky. But she's just like, let me see if I can put some bait out there and figure out anything. That's really it.
I see. Park has educated herself and knows that once you put a leather jacket and you just kind of walk into a random rocker bar, it has to be at least one anarch here.
She just assumes like, hey, it wouldn't hurt to try, and if nothing else, she's hanging out with a friend. You know?
No, you are correct, but
I'm correct.
so yeah, I guess you're out kind of bar crawling then with Jennifer.
Yeah, she like I said, Jennifer seems to know the nightlife scene, so she's trusting her to wherever they want to hang out, basically.
Oh, I am starting the hack. You're already hacking.
We're already hacking.
The hacker man.
As well, Sung, as you kind of take the sort of bar atmosphere, some music as you kind of step inside, and this sort of familiar sense as the realize that the music that's playing here in this bar, same one that's playing in your usual pub.
Mm.
It's
The
that
Shattering Paradox.
It is Shattering Paradox, yeah. Funny, that's what, like the second bar tonight you heard Shattering Paradox then?
Look, I already know that it's being used by Kashim, and I've already been part of the Instagram posts, so...
True, that's true. Only loyal followers on the Instagram. If you are not a loyal follower, you will get beaten up.
Apparently.
Hey, it's interesting, Park, because I don't think Kushim has beaten up your grandmother.
I would hope not. That would be really weird, sadly.
Imagine when I sprint this on the other game. But yeah, as you kind of hang out, Jennifer's gonna like go to the bar to get some drinks. Just give me a charisma etiquette, Park. See how well you can blend in with this crowd.
Ooh, okay. Where's my etiquette at? I never used this one. What? Can I add beautiful to this one? Or should it not work at all in this regard?
No, because this is just you adhering to like the social etiquette, not necessarily.
That sounds about right. She got 2 successes.
So it's kind of just sit there a bit awkwardly, not like maybe standing out slightly. Kind of feel like a hand tapping you on the shoulder.
She blinks in surprise as she turns around to see who who it was.
Well, it's your teacher, your philosophy teacher. Although he looks much more casually dressed.
Mr. Carlos?
I didn't realize you frequented these sort of places, Park.
I'm here with a friend. I didn't. Hi. Didn't realize you also had this type of place in mind.
Ah, well, I go where story takes me.
Yeah. So you come here often, I guess?
Sometimes I do enjoy the more rowdy places than the prim and proper ones.
This place is proper rowdy. At least that's what I've been told. It's a little nervous being here, but
They just like shouting and getting drunk. Not as dangerous as they may look.
oh, well, that's good to know. I know there are certain rules to this thing, but I'm hoping I can figure it out eventually.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Speaking of which, did you manage to? I don't think. Did you discuss with him the second book he sent you? I don't.
Shoot. I don't think I discussed the
Yeah,
second book. I know
so
we talked about the one with the girl. Yeah, because he said he writes. Yeah.
So, any chance to check the second material I sent?
Yeah. I did read it. The Man Within the Whale.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it. Like I said, it's a bit of an odd choice, but I think I get the theme you're going for.
Good. Very important that you do.
Yeah. I assume it's going to be a good reading material, especially to bring it for class.
Well, I chose it specifically for you. Most of the other class doesn't seem to be that interested.
Give it time. They'll get into it, I'm sure.
Kind of glances behind you a bit. Tell me, Park. Down the other straightforward, but I don't think you have that much time. How good are you at diffusing hot and heavy situations?
I would hope I'm good enough. I've worked as a bartender my entire time, so being able to make it so they don't start throwing their drinks at you is kind of important, or each other, for that matter.
He'll kind of chuckle a bit as he kind of looks behind you. I think it will be a different sort of breaking apart this time.
What? She kind of turns around to see what catches his eye.
Jennifer is chatting very close and very friendly to a woman at the bar. And you know the look. You know the look. You've seen this look before.
Oh no.
I believe she has caught your friend's complete and undivided attention.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go reel her out of there. Thanks, Mr. Carlos.
Tell me, Park. Before you go, did you ever do you know about Odysseus and the sirens?
Yeah. He plugged his ears up so he won't be able to hear them sing, or he tied
Yeah.
himself to the boat to hear them. Yeah.
It's not gonna work this time.
Really?
Be careful.
Okay, thank you. Is he? She raised an eyebrow, I guess, at him before going to try to see if she can get her attention.
Oh. You get close to the two women. Well, I mean, now that you are a bit up closer, realize she's quite beautiful, quite attractive.
Hi, sorry to interrupt. Jennifer, did you get those drinks?
She looked at it and says, "Hey, yeah. Ivy, this is Park, Ivy." As the woman will just kind of extend her hand for a handshake.
Hello, Ivy. Nice to meet you. She shakes her hand. Sorry to break you guys' conversation, but kind of nursing the empty air by myself over there, Jennifer.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Sorry, she kind of like looks at Ivy. It's no problem. Just need to follow me in the back where we don't need to be interrupted. Yeah, no, you're right. I need to follow you in the back where we won't be interrupted. As the woman just kind of stares at you and says, forget.
Can I sort of mind stop that one, Grunt?
Problem is, your mind shit is not I'll be nice this time. Mind shit is
I
not
gotcha.
a passive thing. But yeah, feel
Gotcha.
free to roll. Feel free to roll. See if you can even
Gotcha.
resist this.
I think my mind is my highest stat, right? So it'll be a 3d10.
Uh, uh on the Kanka,
Let
I
me know.
have no idea on top of my head.
No, you're good. Pull up Conk. I thought I would have it up. Okay, it is. I was right. Okay, 1 second then.
Yeah, you're fine. As you, there's like a sort of, and you've felt the sensation before, right? When you traveled into that parallel universe and the fucking vampire just slammed your mind. But this is a similar sensation, but instead of a tidal wave from the ocean, this is just like a fucking water gun trying to hit. You're easily able to just keep in control of your faculties. But she doesn't seem to like pick up on that as she like grabs Jennifer and starts like leading her into the back.
Ooh. Not letting that happen then. Let's see. What do I have that can be useful? This. Can I stealthily follow them, Grunt, or is that possible at all? Or try to stop her?
Yeah. You know, it's a crowded bar. You can go after them. You can give me either dex stealth or I would say even charisma stealth. So interesting, I suppose.
Gotcha. I don't think Beautiful has anything to do with this, right? Just want to make sure to ask.
No, that would I would maybe even penalize you. Holy shit. Yeah, I guess you keep after them and through the crowd. Meanwhile, Dudley, it's been about an hour before you get the message informing you that the operation was a bust. And Greg has been kidnapped, presumably. He is missing.
Ooh, it's not good at all.
Apparently some sort of commotion started, and by the time they kind of pushed through, the vampire was already aware and was able to the place quite quickly. Apparently it's a really fucking fast vampire, as they figured out.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, can Dudley yeah. He'll ask them for maybe to like any sign of the any sign of Greg or where he might have went or
They had signs, they would have
who
followed
took him.
them.
In that
It's
case,
probably gonna take some time for them to attempt to get some of the maybe camera footage that was around the restaurant, be able to see what the fuck happened.
yeah, can definitely try to help with that.
Sure, you can give me a intelligence technology roll.
Sure thing. Does cybersecurity apply?
Sure, why not? Will
I can
definitely
willpower.
help, but it'll still take
I
time.
can,
Like
I
it's
can willpower if necessary if it speeds up the
doesn't know.
process.
It's just again they have to get access to it. It's not magic, unfortunately. Probably take you a bit, maybe a day or so. Be a lot of information to sift through. But yeah, I mean it's just a matter of time. Now, Jimmy will be getting up onto that, kind of coordinating with some of the hunters on ground. Meanwhile, Sung followed them unobstructed through the crowd as, yeah, you see both of them kind of walk through a staff-only door. As there's kind of like a bouncer, like just kind of like stands in front of it.
Ew. Okay. Can I do a emotional tie with this guy? Because I assume I can't just walk right past him.
I don't think he would let you.
Yeah. So can I try to basically probe into his mind to try to see if I can find a way to get in without too much trouble? Hopefully. Oh, I hit the wrong one.
The
Sorry.
slash. Feel free to take 1 willpower damage. But yeah, as you just slightly at the edge of consciousness, you feel he is honestly rather bored. This is one of those nights that he's like, just in watching the clock.
Gotcha. She will go up trying to look as innocent as sweet as she can possibly make herself be. Says, I think I was supposed to meet my friend in there. I was hoping if you could let me take a peek in. I think I might have left something back there too. I'm so sorry.
Give me a charisma persuasion.
Gotcha.
Add your bonuses to this one.
Gotcha. Can I also add? Oh yeah, I'm gonna add ingenuity. That's all right, Grunt.
No, because it's not like a lie necessarily.
Gotcha.
Actually, you know what? No, I would actually add all the bonuses. Add all the bonuses.
Okay. I will. I'm hitting the wrong button.
Successes. Yeah, just can feel how like his fucking emotions spike up as like there's like a look of damn, Ivy does get all the hot ones. Yeah. Gonna open the door and let you pass.
Thank you. She kind of like goes and slips inside.
Yeah. As the music kind of gets a bit muted in the background. There's like this hallway leads into a different room.
Okay. Is there any way to sense the emotions of Jennifer or this Ivy lady? Probably Jennifer because she's more
not from this distance, no.
Gotcha. So she's gonna try to see if she can find her friend. Hopefully we'll get there quickly enough.
Definitely hear the moaning sounds though as you approach one of the doors.
I'm gonna quietly take a peek in, trying to get noticed.
You
Just in case it's someone else.
see Jennifer kind of lying on the couch as this woman is like fucking fangs deep into her wrist.
Oh, okay. Grunt, would it be possible? Oh no, I'm in a bar. I don't think they would let me bring a weapon inside.
Oh.
Throw the Glock.
Put a Glock in, yeah. I don't think that's gonna work out either.
Like unless you have maybe like a pocket knife, but I won't consider that a weapon.
Yeah, it's barely a weapon. Is there anything I could use as a weapon at all, Grunt? Like a lamp or something that I could use quickly enough?
There's like a few objects you spot in the room. You can give me a wits awareness if you want.
Thank you.
Yeah, you spot this rather it's like trying to think. Let me just look on per character sheet. I would say you actually spot a gun on the desk.
Ah, if I could, she would try to grab that gun without being
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah, no, the vampire seems to be quite into whatever she's doing right now.
Well, ooh, grunt. Can I shoot this vampire in the back of the head point blank? Or, because I don't think if I give her a chance, she's
That's
gonna
gonna
beat the shit out of
require
me.
some dex firearms.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm sure you have free thoughts and firearms.
We both know I don't. She's gonna put the gun straight to the back of her head and says, "Back off from my friend right now."
She kind of like stops as like she kind of like unhinges her jaw from her wrist as Jennifer kind of like is like in the sort of semi passed out state. Okay, now, lady, no need to do anything rash here.
I think I'm being very rational right now. Let go of my friend. We walk out of here. We don't cause you any trouble. You don't cause us any trouble. Yeah?
You realize the room begins to fucking dim. The light, like everything starts to. The sun, you realize you can't breathe.
Ooh. I think, and this is a physical thing, right? Not an emotional or mind thing, right?
Oh, this is. There's no more air for you to breathe here.
Well, I'm gonna have to try to pull the trigger, Grunt, because I assume either she's strangling me or something's strangling me.
Well, yeah, give me dex.
It's not my best stat. I know, Grunt. I know. I will re-roll, Grunt.
Yeah, I mean, with her, that's 2 successes. So let's see. Let's have a rapidly success. Why I'm letting her even roll. It's her. It's much better than yours. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you kind of like pull you kind of like panic for a moment as you realize you don't have air and you kind of like try and breathe it in, but like you start choking as she like takes that moment to just kind of like slide her head as you pull the trigger, but the bullet doesn't hit as she immediately kind of grabs your hand. And Sang, this is an iron grip as you suddenly feel this insane pressure on your wrist before it's like actually starts hurting, and she's gonna now drop the gun or I break your arm.
She grits her teeth but drops the gun.
As you do, the light suddenly starts like returning to normal as you can suddenly breathe again. What am I gonna do with you?
You let
You
us
a
go?
hunter girl?
No, what the fuck is that? Look, we came to have a fun time, and apparently you kidnapped my friend.
She was having a fun time. I was also having a fun time.
I think you were eating from her wrist or something?
Mm-hmm. Wonderful
Look,
blood.
lady. I don't know what type of kink you're into. Just please let us go. We won't say anything. I promise. Just
It's fine.
come on, please.
Listen, honey. Whatever hurts someone so sweet like you. As she kind of like brings the other wrist to her mouth, and she's gonna bite into her own wrist. And then she's gonna like look at you and like start force feeding you blood.
Nope, nope. And no, stop, please.
You can give me strength brawl, but
God, look at my one dot of strength ball. Do you really
I'm
think?
sorry, she has like 4 strength and 5 brawl. What can I say? I'm gonna manhandle you.
Don't lie to me like that. Sung's gonna try to. I'm gonna still roll because I want her to try, but we both know. Oh, look at that.
100%.
As yeah, you kind of like struggle, but as you feel the sort of thick viscous substance as she is gonna drink this. I am gonna make it unpleasant.
Why? Why do you want me to drink your? What is this?
Ensuring you don't squeak. Figure out what's going on, and by the end of the week, fine.
Sound purchases. She nods. Ron, I want to remember. It's only when you become a vampire that you lose your avatar, right? Not if you drink their blood,
Yes,
or is it?
only when you
Okay.
get embraced.
Okay. She, looking with disgust on her face, will drink this weird lady's blood, I guess.
And as soon as you start swelling up, it's initially it's disgusting. It's this sort of kind of bile that kind of you have to swallow it as a unpleasant metallic taste. But after like a few seconds, the taste becomes sweeter, and the sort of initial repulsion is sort of replaced with a sort of fulfillment, satiation, as you start drinking it. Eventually, she's gonna like, kind of like rip her arm from you. Now, why don't I let you get yourself bandaged up? I'll be right back with you, and I'll explain how things will work out between the two of us. That you can walk out of here in one piece.
I get to go home, me and my friend, both of us.
She is needs a bit of medical attention. She'll be fine. You, on the other hand, a bit more complicated since I can't wipe your memory now.
I think it's pretty simple. You let me walk. I never talk to you ever again, and we
She
never
starts
see each
like
other ever.
dragging you off outside the room.
Ah.
She's gonna go from across the hall, and she's gonna open a different room. As you walk inside, she's gonna flip on the lights. You see Greg there, just kind of like lying. He has like a sort of bandaged, and he's like just like bandages over his face, as he looks like he took a fucking really nasty hit to the head.
Do you do this often?
Well, yeah, don't ignore him, Camarilla. Cool.
I don't know what that means. Okay.
But you'll become soon, but for me.
What? I don't think I want to do that. It sounds like I have to. You won't leave me alone. That's what it sounds like.
Listen, think of it as a wonderful experience. You remember when it was the first time you fell in love with someone?
I guess.
Give it a few days. Your winks. There's
Yeah, but you won't,
there's
like-
a first aid kit in the closet there. As
You
she's
just-
gonna
oh.
close the door and leave you alone. Gonna have to go tend to Jennifer.
So it's Greg, Song, and Jennifer. Is that what it is in the room?
No, it's just you and Greg. Jennifer is she's gonna be given a different sort of treat.
Ah, I gotcha. Well, Song would banish herself out and check on Greg.
Well, he is like he's breathing, has a pulse. He seems like he is sleeping quite soundly. Are you gonna try and wake
Gotcha.
him up?
Well, first grunt, can I basically tie my emotions with Greg for a second before I wake him up, just to see if we have a way to communicate with each other to a certain degree
That's
before?
What's with that health?
Which one?
Moving on Zaz's character, she was dancing.
It's dancing with what?
I was kind of thinking like should be at just one like damage when I got beat the fuck out.
No, because she hit you with like full on fucking little.
Because you
body.
never told me how to set the health counter to
Yeah,
actually.
I was literally looking at it so I can set it for you. So let me just put it as it's. There we go. Um. As yeah, feel free to roll. Roll and see.
Yeah.
Motions. Take another willpower point of damage.
Gotcha.
Well, right now he is soundly asleep. Very soundly asleep.
Gotcha. Is it like does it feel natural? I know this may be a weird question, but does it feel like a natural thing, or feel like something was put him into sleep? Because I don't assume Greg could go down
Given the
without a fight.
injuries he has, probably also gave him something for the pain.
I gotcha. I think it'll be like a half-hearted attempt, but if he doesn't wake up with the first shake, Sung would just
We're gonna like
sit down.
insist with the shaking. He might as well. But the problem is, do you want him to wake up right now?
Yeah, I assume. Yeah, I kind of want. She would want Greg awake, but I don't think it's gonna help if he's drugged out of his fucking going.
He's also gonna be in a lot of pain.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna let Sun wake him up. I'm gonna let Sun wake him up.
Yeah, so you have to shake him for like a solid minute, and eventually, Greg, you're gonna open your eyes, and yeah, like feel very dizzy, and there's like such a fucking like painful headache as you feel like it radiate throughout your body as you see Sang over you and it's lying in some sort of bed.
Sung tries to push reassurance, calm, towards Greg as much as she can, as she says, "Hey, Mister. Looks like you're in a bit of a trouble right now. I'm not sure who you pissed off or what's."
Sung?
Ah.
What the fuck happened?
Hey, Greg. I don't know if we should pretend like we know each other or not, because this fucking lady named Ivy is in this room, and I think I've already pissed her off. She thinks you're a Camarilla ghoul or something like that.
Okay, alright. Just give me a second. Fuck. She hit me with a fucking sledgehammer?
I don't know. This lady is really strong and really scary. I thought you were doing your thing tonight. What happened?
I was walking away from the fucking ambush. And this fucking woman came out of the fucking shadows.
Well, I was here to have a fun time with my friend, and apparently this lady decided to take a snack out of her. I don't know what she is. Well, we know what she is, but I don't know what she wants. She said something about making me into a ghoul. I don't know what she wants to do with you.
Don't worry. We'll get out of this. We got out of everything else.
I don't know. This lady's really strong, Greg, and she does something with the shadow stuff.
Yeah. She seemed surprised when I saw her, so apparently she doesn't have every trick up her fucking sleeve.
Oh, she made it so Jennifer did whatever she wanted. She just told me to forget and told Jennifer to follow her, and she did without question.
Yeah. That's what the fucking guy I fucking left did.
Mm. Did they take your phone?
Greg will check, but I'm assuming they're not dumb enough to leave me with a phone.
Yeah.
After they kidnapped me.
Nope.
Are they dumb enough to leave
Good
someone
dude.
the phone?
Yeah, well, technically she didn't check you. Bit of a rush.
Good news is I was on the phone with Dudley when this happened, so that.
I think I have my phone still on me. I can try to reach out.
Okay, be careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to send out a text message, Grunt, if I can. I think I only have contacts, which is mainly Dudley, right? So she would probably send it out to Dudley. The address of the bar, SOS, with Greg.
That he will read it, yeah, he will immediately inform the hunters, he will relay that to them.
Yeah, they'll try and mobilize, see what's what.
So, maybe this will be either a very terrible day or a very not so terrible day, depending.
just keep it together and not do anything that will get us killed.
Agreed.
Maybe a few minutes later, the door would open as Ivy walks in. She kind of like, she sees the two of you. She looks pissed the fuck off. Now, why did you have to go and wake him up? Sleeping so peacefully.
I wanted to know if he knew any information that wouldn't get me killed, probably.
I should just kill both of you right now and be done with it. Did you realize that by snooping more, you just learn more information you shouldn't know, and that just puts you more into danger?
I'm a little confused about why I'm in trouble and what the fuck's going on, but I can see, I can understand your reasoning.
Well, shit, you're both awake. Gonna like walk up to you, like look at you and say, "Tell me, what do you know of the Camarilla?" You just fucking feel your mind just start complying with it.
Yeah, pretty much. They are a secret society of vampires, and that's basically all Greg knows.
What was your relationship with the man you met?
Was Greg saying he wanted to turn me into a ghoul be like the correct answer?
This is dominate, not the most like nice thing. So answers, as long as they're like truthful, but they're like rather straightforward. So
Yeah, Greg will just say he wanted to make me a ghoul. I wanted to avoid that.
are you with the SI?
Yeah, Greg will say joined recently.
Fuck.
As how fucked up does that make Greg being dominated?
Well, listen, Greg, this is like someone taking a sledgehammer to your mind. You feel every word she's saying. You can't control the answers you're giving. It's almost like you lose control of your tongue, of your brain. It's confusing and quite uncomfortable. And given the fact that you are already severely injured, this is not helping. Tongue, you have your mind still sort of linked with him, and you just feel his brain being picked apart.
Oh, Rud, can't do anything to help him with that one.
As
But I
you
give him,
realize, Sang, she is about to, she is contemplating just killing both of you right now. Like, actually, and contemplating is maybe the wrong word. She is deciding on how to kill you right now. As you realize panic, overwhelming amount of panic coming from her.
Ooh. Can I try? Is there any outside of panic? Is there any chance that Sung can push in the motion of calmness to try to make it so she like starts, flipping out on us?
You know what? Why not? As you shift your attention towards her, and she kind of like see her start pacing, and then like take deep breaths. Fuck. Shit. What's your deal? You keep the SI off my back? I help you deal with the asshole who wanted to make you a ghoul.
Sung looks at Greg, with a raised eyebrow at that one.
Yeah, I mean, Greg will nod.
Being truthful here, or is it just sort of a panicked response? Like, I'll agree to anything you say.
Um, genuinely, it's coming from an agreement of Morgan's my much more pressing concern. I don't really I'm willing to work with you, like, so it might not be like the full like basically, yeah, agreeing to work with her, even if like right now it is just a panicked response, like, because Patrick does consider Morgan this much like actually worse step for him, considering Morgan's not gonna stop doing this.
She kind of like, you see her pull out a cell phone and kind of like tosses you your own cell phone, SI phone specifically. Fuck, it's the stuff you had on you. And she's gonna toss you another burner phone and says, text on this one if you want to reach me. Otherwise, it's time for me to bounce. She's gonna look at you, Sung, and like,
Where's Jennifer? Where's my friend?
much better position than you are, as you give me a wits awareness, both of you.
Ooh.
About to go down hard.
Ooh, should I re-roll that? Oh, Greg, you still have a chance, actually.
I say
I'll
two
roll.
successes is an awful thing. You both here has like the fucking door to this place, like on the hallway, fucking gets slammed open as like the music starts blaring from the outside as you hear like heavy footsteps. Sung, the panic in her eyes is palpable. She is ready to fuck people up.
It's just like, calm down, calm down. Hey, we're a temporary alliance right now, right? We don't want to cause anything to mess it up. You don't really need to kill anybody. We don't need to kill you, right? Calm.
Feel free to roll me a charisma persuasion, Sung, because this is
Yeah, I completely understand.
Don't you? This is not. You don't get beautiful. You don't get injury for this. This is.
No problem. Should I re-roll
Well,
it?
yeah, you need to re-roll this. I'm sorry. Just asking her to fucking lay her life.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. No, I only got a 4.
She's like immediately gonna like fucking reach for you, kind of like as she pulls you a bit back.
Mhm.
As they're like burst through the door, you see two guys as they like level shotguns at her.
Hey! None of that now. Come on.
A third guy walks in, checks you, like rushes to you, Greg. Holy shit, you're alive.
As by the way, oof. Can I try to do like? Oh god, magic would be bad with these guys here, though. Unfortunately.
Well, what did you want? What did you have in mind?
Are there what sort of objects are laying around this room? Because I can move objects.
That's true. What would you want to do though? Like, what's your
Basically, like move an object into Ivy to get her to like maybe loosen the grip enough on Sung that Sung can dive out of the way.
Don't you have like something you can literally fucking shift?
Yeah, I've reached through space. There's reach through
Don't you
space.
have
There's
distort
distort
space?
space.
You have distort space. You can literally. Don't you? I think you can use distort space. Right? Not insane.
Oh yeah. The wording on distort space is weird because it says I could make them harder to hit with firearms or similar. So sometimes that throws me off. But yeah, I could use distort space.
But yeah, yeah, you can just throw her off balance, just literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Unfortunately, wait. Oh. If Greg does this and it fails and he takes health damage, he will actually die.
Well, you're nowhere near in that range, so
Well, if I take one more superficial damage, I'll top out on ag damage.
Sung though, Sung is in much more danger right now. Because if you fail this,
Yeah, Greg will still do it. Greg will still do it. He's that kind of guy.
Like, no.
That's 24. That is a
take
10 and a 9.
yeah, so take 1 point of full power damage as yeah, she's gonna like fumble as suddenly like the floor almost like shifts as she kind of like she would have reached for you, Sung, but kind of like stumbles. Sung, give me a Dex Athletics to try and get out of the way.
Dex Athletics. Def Athletic. Not the best stats I have.
So just 2 successes. I believe in you.
This is the time to spend XP if you've got it.
There we go.
There we go.
100% success rate.
As you kind of manage to just duck out of there as the fucking guys burst in with shotguns aimed at her, as they immediately let it out. That's be really funny if she actually fights them off. Let's search on this one. Zaz making me do actual fucking combat. God.
Hey, listen, Anarch, maybe don't kidnap somebody when they're on their phone.
Yeah, and what was your plan? Fucking, what was the operation?
That's the best time to kidnap someone, though, when they're on the phone.
Listen, she saw an opportunity to.
Average anarch operation.
Yeah,
I am a little surprised what the plan
This
was.
is why you assholes lost London. This is why you assholes are gonna lose Portsmouth.
I'll
fucking
also be nice and reroll for the hunters.
DSI rolled a partial success in this operation.
As
They didn't get the cami.
As they shoot, and as the fucking flames engulf that, she like suddenly moves with insane amount of speed, and her clothes catch on fire, but she like her fist fucking goes through one of them and just like moves through him as the body just fucking collapses to the floor. Blood starts oozing out as the man who like run out to check on you, Greg, pulls out this like long metal stake and tries to kind of go and fucking stab her. While this fighting is going on, what are the two of you doing though?
Ooh, we can't just leave this guy on the ground.
That's the thing, Greg. Greg's looking at the situation, and Greg's gonna. God, he's still gonna push himself because if this fucks up, Sung is dead. These guys are dead.
One of them is already dead, so.
So.
That guy have a gun on his body somewhere.
Well, there is the shotgun that fell on the floor, I guess. Which did literally one punch this man, so.
Yeah, going to try to use correspondence again to like keep her knock her off balance.
Yeah, give me a roll. I'll just apply that as a sort of. I'll transfer your successes to them, to the SI people.
Let's see. I got 2 successes, and yeah, that was a natural one.
Yeah, so take another willpower point as I'll count the SI as 2 higher. He eventually. Okay. Yeah. Well, while Greg is doing that, Sung, do you just do something, or are you gonna take cover?
I would like to do 2 things if I'm able to. One, grab the gun if I can, and 2, try to push her emotions of panic from fight to flight if it's possible.
I mean, that's the plan. Like she unfortunately you have cornered her. She would
Mm.
run if she could, but she is not happy about this fight, Sang. That's clear to you. If you're actually, no, you're keeping this sense emotions fight up. Why don't you give another roll? This is
Will
quite
do.
a hectic situation.
Completely understand. Let's see.
You can keep yourself on point.
Ooh, another one.
Yeah, another point of willpower damage, but yeah,
Mhm.
she like listen, she doesn't want to fight. She was in fact cornered. This is she would flee, but there's a guy with a shotgun next to the door, so and
Ooh,
there's another guy who's lunging at her with a stake.
ooh. Song's gonna scramble for the gun, but
Yeah.
she's gonna be looking to Greg like, Greg, what do we do here?
You rush, you grab the gun as the like man tries to like stake her, and as he implants the stake, doesn't go deep enough as she's gonna just snap his neck cleanly off as she you see her like tumble a bit as Greg you distort space again and she kind of like fumbles and the guy does get to pop off a shot. Mr. SI rolled finally good roll, a good SI roll. Thank
I was
fucking
gonna
God.
say, Christian, I'm supposed to fucking clean up Portsmouth with these fucking schmucks?
They have fucking 8 dice pool. What do you want from them? She just has like
I'd love it my allies could ever succeed. I'd love that.
well, get better allies. As yeah, he's gonna shoot and the shot does land as she lets out a scream of pain. Before she's gonna literally jump him. As she like kind of like falls on top of him as she sinks her teeth into him. You start seeing the fucking veins on this man start fucking popping as he's seemingly melting from the inside out. What are the two of you doing?
Oh, this is Greg. Greg, we gotta go. I think they're dead.
Yeah, Greg will take the gun. Greg will take one of the guns and he'll try to fucking get out with Sung.
As you both kind of tumble out, she doesn't seem to pay much attention to as she is feeding on the man, and you take a few seconds of commotion to start wandering, and you see that the crowd, the bar has cleaned out, as there are like people just. There's like a couple of people who this looks like there's been a brawl that happened here, as there's a couple of knocked out bouncers, as unfortunately, what's awareness, both of you?
Will do.
Holy shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. As you both realize, there's there's a couple of knocked out people. There's still a few people who definitely look like bar security, like bouncers to this place that are still up. And as you kind of just get out of sight, you realize there is a side exit you can take. As you presumably both rush out.
That way.
But
I assume Jennifer wasn't in the room that she was at previously when we ran out, right?
you didn't see her.
I
But
gotcha.
you can both give me a Dex Athletics to try and get the fuck away. Don't remember, Greg, you are in fact impaired, so.
Would I be able to stealth this one grunt, or only depth athletics?
You can stealth it, but that is a bad idea, in my opinion.
I will. Gotcha.
Because they know you're around. It's not like. Yeah, so you both just kind of stumble. Greg, you're like still drugged and injured, so it's very hard for you to keep your balance as you have to kind of lean on Sang to be able to both just kind of go through the side exit as you exit into this sort of back alley. As there's a car with headlights on. As you see Sang at the driver's seat. There's your teacher. He's kind of like smoking a cigarette, like his window is rolled down.
Mr. Carlos?
Kind of like looks at you and says, "Oh, you look like you've." What? He kind of like stares at Greg for a moment.
Yeah,
Are
it's
you
been
alright?
Greg will literally just say, Greg will literally look at him and say, I'll explain later. Can you get us the fuck out of here?
Yeah, sure. Get in. As you both get into the back seat of the car before he kind of puts it into gear and accelerates off. Meanwhile, Dudley, you are on call with the SI. They organized the strike on the bar, trying to rescue Greg, but after about 5 minutes, they would get the message that the operation failed. There were casualties, and two of the survivors had to just back out, not get mauled.
Ooh.
One of them will text you that whoever the fuck this vampire is, she was stupidly strong, and
Yeah.
she had multiple ghouls inside.
Ooh, yeah. Dudley will frantically try to see if she'll take Greg and Sang to see if they respond or at all if they got out during the commotion.
I assume we can, or unless otherwise.
Yeah,
Eventually,
Greg
you'll
will
notice.
respond.
Yeah, you'll notice that you had some messages from Dudley.
Yeah. Song
Greg
and
will
I.
send the message. Yeah, me and Sun got out. The others not so lucky.
Yeah. Two got out. The other two are dead.
How many people went in?
3 died.
We only saw 3.
3 died,
Okay.
and
Okay.
probably and like 2 survived.
Oh, how many went in again? I'm sorry. Pardon?
5.
5. Yeah. 3 probably died.
Yeah, that vampire was stupidly strong and very
It
fucking
is what
scary.
it is. It is what it is, but know her face now.
You, yeah, something. Yeah, yeah, that's just to say. Like, I'm glad that you got out.
She was some type of shadow vampire thing. I don't even know.
Yeah. Can I organize? Yeah, I assume the hunter population has been kind of decimated in Portsmouth.
They're gonna like fucking run now and just
Yeah.
regroup. What the
No,
fuck?
these hunters. Yeah, these hunters I will not call these hunters. This are, yeah, no, for now, yeah. No, yeah, Dudley won't blame them. Yeah, holy shit, they need to fucking run and retreat. But yeah, Dudley, were okay? Do I need to do you need pickup?
We're being driven by my philosophy teacher? Question mark right now. We'll let you know how it goes.
All right. All right, see you soon.
Thumbs up from her.
Like driving, still smoking. Window roll down. Says, where do you want me to take you to the hospital?
Have high be for the best, but listen. As Greg will invoke his side hustle. Listen, I have there's a family doctor. If you can take him to me, he has like a home care. He can patch me up. If I get put in a normal hospital, I think something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, no. Listen, I don't. The less you tell me, the better I feel. Just give me the address and I'll take you there.
Yeah, Greg will give the address.
Yeah, I'll driving in that direction.
So why exactly were you outside the bar?
What do you mean? I was smoking. Can't smoke inside.
You didn't hear what was going on inside?
No. You know these things are soundproof, right?
Yeah, sorry.
You okay?
I would like
Is
I would
that
like to
club
roll the
soundproof? Would that club be soundproof enough to for multiple gunshot, like shotgun blasts, to not like reverberate?
I would like to roll it inside.
Well, it's the thing is, if it has to silence the entire fucking club ambient.
Mm.
Like, yeah, if you're maybe like paying attention, right? But if you are not,
Yeah, Gregor just kind of respond. There were multiple shotgun blasts.
sounds quite horrible.
Would it be possible to roll a wits insight on him, Grunt, on that
Yes.
answer at all? Okay, I know I have my willpower fully filled, so I take away 2 right dice
Yeah,
from school?
you yes, -2.
And can I add motive to this at all? Just want to make sure to ask.
No, because you're just seeing if he lying to you, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, maybe he's just a bit of an airhead again. Unless you were like paying attention.
Gotcha.
He clear, like it's a bit weird, but not like impossible, right?
I gotcha. This is a way to justify it at the very least.
Like, he could have probably just heard it, but be like, whatever. Fuck.
Someone will just drop on the base, you know? Yeah, but Sung's gonna keep an eye on Dudley. I'm not sure if his wounds have gotten worse or not.
Dudley is struggling to maintain consciousness.
I mean, Greg.
I
Greg,
like how
I'm so
everybody ran.
sorry. I am so sorry,
I like
Greg.
how everybody
Yeah,
ran for that.
I apologize for that one. Just keeps an eye on Greg. Hey, Greg, keep your eyes open. You don't want to fall asleep. Might have a concussion or something.
I have a concussion.
Well, yeah, you do.
There's no maybe.
eventually he'll kind of arrive to your like family doctor, as he'll help you out the car, walk up. Mr. Stevenson will take you even this late, past midnight. Immediately just put you on a bench as he's like fucking bring some IV and starts running some shit, gives you some fucking pain medication.
Well, Dr. Stevenson.
As yeah, Sang,
Side hustler really is the best merit.
it is. I presume, Sang, you're not gonna stay there.
I don't know that I can really do anything other than, unless Greg, of course, wants her to. There's not much she can do to
He'll
help him.
tell you to go to like. He'll tell you to go to Dudley because like he doesn't think you should be alone right now, but he also doesn't think you should be here.
I understand. I do that. Let me know once you're all better, okay, Greg?
Don't worry. Oh, worry, Stevenson. He's a miracle worker. He'll get me up on my feet in no time.
Gotcha. Take care of him.
Damn. As you walk out, Carlos says, I guess I should drive you home. Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
Yeah, I actually need to call a friend. Shang will first text Dudley to see if it's alright. She comes over. He is now married, so she wants to make sure the missus is gonna be cool with it.
Yeah, Dazzy would go up to like Elena and say,
Like
"Hey,
sleeping at like 2
oh,
in the
she's sleeping."
morning.
Yeah, yeah. She said like, "Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're right. This is night operation." Yeah, and just sneaking quietly. Yeah, just she's sleeping right now. I'll open the door.
Okay, I'll be there soon. And she'll send a text to Jennifer asking if she's all right.
You would get a text back. She is for now.
Ah! Please don't hurt her.
Another text. Fucked me over.
I didn't do anything.
Their message would pop in. Negotiations. The message would actually say, I can't believe I was stupid enough to actually believe.
We were talking, having a conversation. Guys with guns came in, and people started dying almost immediately.
Told me you were willing to cut a deal, and then 5 seconds later were shooting me.
I didn't get a chance to pull the trigger, and I don't think they were willing to listen to me. We can still have this deal work out.
Yeah. How retarded do you think I am?
I don't think you at all. I think you want to understand that we can work this out
I
together
think
without anyone
I'll
else
keep
dying.
your friend as insurance.
If you take my friend, then there's no deal that's going to happen in the future, please.
Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah, Sung just grips the phone tighter.
Carlos just kind of like stares at you, but uh, relationship troubles.
Yeah, you can say that. If you can drop me off at a friend's house. I can stay with him for the night.
Well, guess it's better to die together than alone.
What is that supposed to mean, Carlos?
Saying if I had just messed with the mob, which by the looks of it, it does seem like that. You think
Well,
they're just gonna let you be? What are you gonna go to your friend's place? To the first place they look for you. Didn't you watch any movies?
Well, I don't really have many other places to go, Carlos, and I didn't really mess with the mob. The mob messed with me. There's a difference. And if I don't go, that means my friend might be in danger regardless.
Oh. How about I make you a deal?
Sure.
I have forgotten to turn in keys for one of the classrooms earlier tonight. I can go and crash there. Figure things out in the morning.
Why are you helping me?
Honestly, many reasons, but right now, to say that you dying wouldn't benefit me at all.
Well, that means you have some idea then.
I do.
Which
I have many ideas, in fact. So many ideas.
Well, that is very alarming, Mr. Carlos. I'm not gonna lie with you. And the night I've had, that just adds fuel to the fire. Paranoia.
Somehow surprises me when people can. You realize well, they start at the very least realizing the truth about the world, yet they can still be surprised by the most mundane occurrences.
Did you really go to that bar by coincidence?
No, there are no coincidences. There's only fate and entropy.
I also think in this situation there's also allies and enemies.
Well, at least for now, you can consider me an ally.
Oh, that's good to know. If you do decide to not do that anymore, can you give me a heads up?
I will keep it in mind.
Sung just nods before texting Dudley that she's gonna spend a night in the classroom of her school. Try not to cause him trouble to follow to his house, basically.
Stay safe.
You too. Apparently, a vampire lady has my friend, and she's not happy about what happened.
Don't worry, we'll get her out of there.
Song just sends a smile emoji.
Carlos
Okay.
is driving you to the university. Say, to also get much better at your job. I think tonight was a very good night for any of you.
Well, thank you for the recommendations. I will make sure to keep that in mind. I didn't intend to. Well, no one
Didn't
intends
you
to
though?
have a vampire.
Didn't you though? Why were you out? What were you looking? What were you hoping to find?
Well, how much do you know, Mr. Carlos? Because it seems you know a lot more than you're willing to tell me.
Question is, how much do you know?
Well, you dodged it, but was doing a simple lookout and reconnaissance, if that helps. Information, that's it. I intend for some lady to take my friend as bait of food. Apparently, she had other plans.
Well, see, that's the interesting thing about our world. That sometimes just because you know more doesn't really benefit you. Fickle thing, isn't it? Truth.
Also, could be changed based on someone's perception of it too. So,
Yes. Perception is quite important. What is reality if not things we perceive around us?
well, I'll try to take those lessons to heart and make sure the job is done better next time.
Like chuckles. She lights up another cigarette. Nah, you're too young for this. Maybe in the future.
Uh, Cigarettes?
I know you're
I'm
not.
too young.
You're of legal age. But young for cigarettes.
I thought I assume that's what you're talking about. What exactly am I too young for?
Too young to understand.
Oh, I might be too young to understand, but I'm not young enough to not apparently be used as food for other people or
Tell me, Sang, what is
threatened.
if I'm gonna ask you a very weird question, but just go with the first answer that comes to your mind. If you were to choose a color for the universe, what would it be?
Red?
See? Too young. Although you're quite close. Close enough.
Well,
I didn't ask what color you are. I asked what color the universe is, but quite alright.
was it blue?
Ah, figured it out. As there's a massive fucking headache that hits you like a fucking truck.
No, my willpower.
Um, you just unlocked one level of correspond. I'll add that to your character sheet right now.
Thank you. Let's look on
I
the
can
chat.
already tell chat will be losing their mind right now. I can already tell.
You fucking hack.
I'll get my revenge.
I'll get a gun.
Just
Grunt.
you
I'll
wait till Thursday.
Grunt. Grunt. I'll shadow paradox. I'll get a gun. It's actually used to get a gun here. It's got like a pistol.
Yeah. Me and Mac are gonna shatter Paradox. We're gonna shatter your fucking skull.
As yeah, he'll drive you to school, and as he'll kind of like pop open the trunk as you recovering from this painful headache. He's gonna kind of like hand you a sort of sleeping bag.
Is it snuggly grunt? Is it a wonderful snuggly sleeping bag?
Yeah, it's a nice sleeping bag.
Oh, nice.
And
Goody.
also hand you
He'll be
like
able-
a bag of snacks and drinks.
She'll gonna be able to cry into that later. Thank you.
Listen,
Uh,
it's big enough for you.
Gonna be sad. Oh. Thanks, Mr. Carlos. Though I'm not too sure if I should be mad at you or not. I think I'm just taking out my anger on you, actually.
It's quite alright. You wouldn't be the first one.
That's not a good thing, Mr. Carlos.
Used to it after a while.
As much fun as that would be, the world isn't your punching bag, so you... That's alright. I'm gonna... Thank you, regardless. Weird
Russ,
conversation included.
Have a good night, and maybe you'll catch us at a later point.
Hmm.
He'll hand you the keys, and as you kind of like go and unlock the classroom, there is Jennifer sleeping.
Oh, thank God. She will go towards Jennifer. Not sure if she wakes up or not, but she's gonna hug her.
Wake up's kind of confused. What? What's going on? My head.
Hey! Oh my gosh. Hey, how are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why are we in the class?
Spending the night here. You know? For fun.
Have to kidnap me for that, I guess.
I'm glad you're okay. She did, like, someone's gonna look her over. Not even trying to hide. She's like to make sure there's no injuries on her.
There's no interest. She looks fine.
Sung just starts crying as she just hugs her tightly.
Gonna hey, what's wrong?
Sung's probably just blabbling, but mostly it's just saying that she's all right now. She's had a bad night, and her willpower is almost depleted.
Yeah, she's gonna hug you tight and just gonna spend a lovely evening just resting. Mac, we haven't even reached peak. Mac, not even like halfway there. It's gonna get way worse. Oh boy.
We should have went with Kushim's plan. We should have stayed as the Kushim game.
We should have stayed as the Kushim game.
Nah, you got promoted. Welcome to the big leagues.
Oh no, I could have been a fucking Methuselah. I could have been a Methuselah.
We could have went with Agent Smith. We could have went with Kashim. Now
We
we're
could have
fucking
went with Agent Smith. This is your fault, Red. You did
Your
this.
fault, Red. You did this, Red. You did this.
I'll
can't
remember
blame me
this
for
in the
this.
Thursday game, Red. I'll remember this in Ravenloft.
You did
I
this. You did
saved
this.
you. You needed me to save you.
You saved me. You saved me from what?
Yeah, you fucking pushed me away from the fucking knife into the fucking shark pit.
Look how good you got it. You have your wife back, Dudley. Come on, your wife.
It's not worth it from this.
I do love the hackening. Wonderful.
I will kill you, Grant. I will shoot you. I'll shoot. I'll kill your dog.
As yeah, then the morning would come as Greg, feel free to I'll turn one more health non-aggravated for you.
As Greg will, in fact, call in and tell his job that he did have a bit of an accident, and he is going to have to take some of his sick days.
Listen, Johnny has you. Johnny can
Yeah.
easily run the place without
Well,
you.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, he'll tell the company he just needs to take his sick days. He will privately, like, send a message to Johnny that, yeah, no, it's, I got hurt pretty bad, kid. You're gonna need to manage the ship for a bit.
I will not let you down, sir.
Of course, I will thank the family doctor, Mr. Stevenson's. Man's been treating me my entire life.
Yeah, no, he'll keep you here at least for like a night. As yeah, well, Sung you presumably will leave before classes actually start, because otherwise it might be awkward.
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of questions.
Yeah, I mean you can all reach out to one another.
Yeah,
Absolutely, Dudley. We'll try to like.
Yeah, Sung would definitely let everyone know that Jennifer is okay, and will reach out as well.
That's good. I'm gonna be laid up for at least another week.
Because I'm not sure we should be doing anything big moves with those the vampire situation. I went to a bar and they snatched up my friend. So, what's the plan here, guys?
Listen.
Lay low.
Guys, lay low. She gave me a way to contact her. I will, and we'll see what comes out of it. For now, though, I want you two laying low. It's a bad spot we're in right now.
Yeah, she was pretty mad and seemed to blame us for the whole thing, and seemed like she thinks that we betrayed her immediately.
Yeah. Listen, I'll talk to her. Maybe you shouldn't kidnap somebody when they're on a phone. Maybe people will realize you did that if you kidnap them when they're on the phone.
Okay, okay, Greg, I trust you. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll handle it.
Yep. So
I don't know what those two are going to do during the day. Greg is pretty solidly still in bed.
yes. I'll assume Dudley you do turn up to work.
Yeah, because Dudley was not involved directly. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they want to visit him, they might as well visit his house anyway. So it's not like.
Yeah, no.
So being in a
like,
public place might be even somewhat safer.
nobody grabs you, so it's fine. Not sure if Sung you're gonna do anything or just gonna.
Well, I don't know if she'll answer me, but I need to ask my grandma exactly what she's doing with Kashim in detail, other than, of course, her vague text.
Sure. Why not? Why not?
Look, I just gotta make sure she's all right. I assume she's fine, but
Thank you, Red. It's been pretty down this entire session. We do need a comedy bit.
We do need the Kashim comedy bit.
make sure she's okay.
Kashim comedy bit.
Did you call your grandma or do you visit?
I feel like I need to visit her because when,
Yeah.
when I text her, she just yeah.
Oh,
As
he's such a
you-
wonderful man.
As
Ugh.
you stop by her place, As you walk inside, you can hear her roaring laughter.
Grandma Cho, are you there?
Look, Park, come.
Ah,
Finally. Um, She's gonna look back towards the room she came out of, where she usually kind of like records her stuff. Kushim, come out. Meet my granddaughter. As you see Kushim coming out,
hello?
he does have like a little fucking Shattering Paradox merchandise on him. Like, no, no worries. Ma'am, we are well acquainted, me and your granddaughter. Looks a bit confused at you.
I do volunteer work for Mr. Kashim. Help him out a bit with his whole shattering thing.
The guy says, "What do you mean volunteer work? I pay you."
Front doesn't pay me.
The gun.
To raise eyebrows, sung. Pardon me, I'm sorry. Maybe I just didn't get that paycheck in the mail.
Oh, let's see. I told you, ma'am. This is how the young generation are today. If you don't give them like a shit ton of money, they'll like talk to you like you're like taking advantage. No, back in my day, you know, grandma, you know. Spoiled kids nowadays. Kind of looks a bit confused at this interaction, but doesn't.
It's alright. It's alright, Grandma Cho. Just wanted to check in on you, see how you're doing. Wanted to see how your new enterprise is working out.
Me and Kushim here have been working on quite a few sponsorships recently. It's been blowing up all over the internet.
Oh, well, that's great then. Doing this Shattering Paradox thing?
I love the band. And never knew about them until Kushim showed me. You followed on their Instagram page though. Why didn't you
Yeah,
follow
I
them?
did.
Yeah.
I do follow them. I like their music. Pretty nice. I would put a couple posters up at school grounds.
Well, let me make you something.
Yeah, I love that. Do you need any help?
No. She's gonna kind of wander off into the kitchen.
Turns to immediately.
Now, if you say again, I am taking advantage of you, I will murder you.
You don't pay me though.
I pay people quite well, I remind you.
You pay people. You don't pay me.
Did you ask for money?
Okay, Kashim, may I get some money for helping you with this thing we're working on
Yes.
this age?
Yes.
How much am I getting paid? What
Ask
are my rates?
Greg. He's the financial advisor. Ask for money from him. I got the other 5 mil. It's concert
You
was a
got the-
success.
Oh, okay. That's great,
Are
Kashim.
squared. Yes.
That's great. So, what's the next thing you guys gonna do? Work on that CD that you
No,
keep
apparently
producing
they
everyone?
want to go on a world tour, which is gonna be quite more difficult to arrange, but that's fine.
don't you need to be famous for that though? Like, you gotta have like a big following thing.
Well, not necessarily. It's more of a logistics thing, you know. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think humans can survive in a lot of other environments. I've never seen anyone. Maybe I should. I was thinking of asking Christian about how I could engineer something to travel through the Umbra. It's
Kashim,
very complicated, and kind of honestly, I would rather find someone else who can bother with the engineering aspects of this project.
Kashim, they said world tour. Do they mean go into magical dimensions? Can they make fans in magical dimensions?
Yeah, but they said world tour, a tour around the world,
Yeah,
big fucking world.
is this Umbra the world as well?
Yeah.
I never.
What?
What is it actually? Is it the spirit place, right?
I guess that's a very crude way of putting it, but yeah.
Look, I've only learned a few things about how this whole thing works, so I'm sorry the words are a little off here. Do they know what this means?
They're the ones that asked. It would be kind of foolish if they didn't.
I feel like there's a big miscommunication about this whole thing.
Nah, those never happen.
Well, I assume they'll be selling out a bunch of concert tickets. You guys gonna try to pay? Oh, that's gonna be a lot of money. How are you gonna pay for?
Listen, I'm gonna make it big after this one. And not everyone can pay in like cash, but listen, I'm willing to accept other forms of payment. Sure,
Okay.
Greg can sell things. He seems like a good seller.
Well, you said you already had merchandise, so it's kind of part of the whole thing, isn't it?
Well, no, I mean like what I'll get. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Listen, I'll make sure that's not esoteric stuff. I know how you mortals are with your physical shit. I won't like barter in souls or whatever.
Well, I have a feeling that if you do this, there's gonna be a lot more complaints I have to fill out for you.
Listen, when there's like a never-ending stream of them, does it really matter that there'll just be more?
Well, since I'm the one clean up that mess in that part, I think
How
it kind of
much money
does.
do you want?
I'll talk to Greg.
Exactly.
Well, why exactly did you choose my grandma for this one? Not that she's pretty. I know she's in
Honestly,
her.
because I think it's funny. She's funny. And your reaction is pretty funny.
Oh my god. Okay.
Plus, she's an actual. Listen. There's not that many true loyal members. I was in fact told that maybe beating everyone with sticks is not. Well, the SI are not really gonna allow me to do that. So I need to find the loyal followers and make like an inner circle.
Oh, the
And
thing
your
is supposed to work.
grandma is gonna be the. Your grandmother will be the chief leader of the inner circle.
Okay. So,
I believe.
are you gonna get those CDs so you can sell them to make more followers?
Yes. I'll distribute them across the Umbra.
I feel like you should sell them to people.
Well, they're gonna give me stuff.
What about how's the band gonna pay for anything though?
What do you mean?
Well, if you give the CDs out for free, that means you don't get any money for it. So you can't use the money to do other things with the band, right?
Yeah, but I get
Economy?
favors. There's just like weird fucking. Some people who give like minerals. It could be like a lot of things, honestly.
Okay. So how are you gonna get more money to do the things for the band to make them more famous? And how is the band gonna get money to keep making music?
Well, I bring the stuff to Greg. He sells them. He makes more money. Problem solved.
Okay. But are you gonna
I feel like
give
you're
them the
trying to
music?
confuse me here, and I don't like this.
Look, I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm just trying to understand the thought process here because it feels like you're
The
just gonna.
thought process is that I'm a visionary, son, and I don't deal with sorts like so many fucking details. Listen, this is for people like you to bother, not for me. I have the vision. You are the executive.
Okay. So you're gonna make the CD for these people. Why not have Dudley help you out with the tech side of that? You know, that way you can make money and give it up to the Umbra because I don't think they can become Instagram fans.
Would put Dudley in contact with some of those people. Good idea. Thank you.
You're happy to help, I think.
He's already. Let me just make it.
Fucking. I'm already. Red, I'm already on the fucking cross because I fucking insulted Malcav. I'm sorry, Malcav takes priority over Kashim.
He's such a nice guy. Why are you being mean to this to the guy who knows so much?
Because it's not an NPC, it's just grunt.
I
It's
feel like
not an
that's a lot
NPC.
to unpack to there, right there.
I think like we figured it out. Paradox is a grunt. Malcav is grunt.
Yeah. We'll just go into the kitchen as we'll sit down and start eating some of the snacks your grandma is like pulled out.
I feel like Sung is just being forced with every interaction with Kashim. She's just learning to accept it now. So, Grandma, how's everything going? How's your fan base and everything, and all that stuff?
You know, probably like start filling you in a bit on the little collaborations she's done with Kushim and other sort of things. Yeah. Have a plan here, or are you gonna enjoy fucking brunch with Kushim and Grandma?
Well, seeming as she seems to be enjoying herself, and Kashim's just using this for his own gain thing
He
with the fan,
seems to
I don't think there's
be
anything to worry about, Grunt.
listen, they seem to be getting along quite fine.
Other than
He's gonna
Kashim,
marry. He's
please,
gonna marry her.
Kashim, please, oh God, please, don't kill my grandma,
Fear.
please.
Kushim can try and activate your grandmother, yes.
Oh, Kashim!
The fear, Mac surgically implanting this idea into Grunt's head.
I am Grunt's idea guy. That's my role. That's how I fuck other people over.
I've never heard somebody have that level of like fear in a Grunt game before.
It's like, please, I call him Grandpa.
This is my revenge. Gram.
I'm not doing this. Well, outside of making sure Kashim isn't trying to get my grandmother killed, I think it's alright. Right, Grunt?
Definitely not trying to get her killed, that's sure.
Kashim! Oh God! I'm gonna ask him before I leave. He's gonna make sure my grandmother's safe, please.
Oh,
What
yeah.
are
People know
gonna
you.
ask-
Oh yeah, he
What are
will.
you gonna ask him as you leave?
Are you? Did he
Yeah. So, Kashim, Mr. Kashim,
Yes.
you
Mr.
this.
Kushim, I like that. I like that, Mr. Kushim. Sounds so nice.
Oh, very well, Mr. Kashim. This isn't gonna get my grandmother killed or in the crossfires of people who hate you to go and
No,
you know.
no, but nobody hates me.
Okay. People who are jealous of your good looks and quality skills aren't going to try to kill my grandmother in the way of
Ah.
getting to you, right?
Impossible. Never happened.
You're going to
before.
make sure my you're going to make sure my grandmother's alive and safe when she's with you and associated
Yes.
with you and everything, right?
Absolutely.
I need you to tell me the truth, Mr. Kashim.
I am Mr. Kushim.
Focus on the conversation. Because you say I am the same way you tell me every time you say you're going to do something, but immediately do the opposite thing and say it's not your fault later on.
Mr. Kushim. What? Sorry, we're saying something?
I don't think he'll let her, but she's going to grab him by
Yeah.
the shoulders, like his forearms, like, Kashim, you're going to make sure my grandmother is going to stay alive as long as,
Yes.
mortal possible, right?
Yes.
Why don't I believe you?
Sounds like your problem.
Thanks for the comedy bit, Red. I appreciate it.
I'm always happy.
That's what
to
we
help.
needed. That's what we needed.
The Kushim comedy bit.
Listen, Park. Relax. You feel like feels to me like a bit too stressed. I heard you got into some trouble with some vampires. Maybe you should focus on that.
Kashim.
I will ensure that your grandmother can make TikToks in peace. With me, of course.
Good, I guess. You
Plus,
guys
I've
stay
made-
friends.
Plus, I've made some new friends recently, and I think things are looking on the up and up.
Well, for you, it seems to be on the up and up. For me, I'm still getting my ass beat by vampires, but you know what? As long as my grandma is safe and the people I care about are okay, I think I can live with those type of torture, right?
Chuckles.
Right?
Listen. I feel like you're very dramatic. Are you okay? Are you doing fine? Do you need like a pep talk?
Team, I've had the worst night of my life, and it's not even the top 5 worse.
Listen to your grandpa.
Reach through this goddamn computer back.
I'm on the way to kill Grunt. You will kill me when I kill.
Now listen. I'll recommend you. Just maybe you should. Maybe you should Don't take this the wrong way. I have seen that, generally speaking, when mortals get stressed, anxious, there's certain activities that help relieve that stress, and you look like you might need some of that.
If you like go to a spa?
It does involve a lot of sweating, I'm told.
Gee, God,
I feel like
why?
I don't know. Just listen. I feel like you just have the look of someone who needs to unwind.
Why don't we go find a random stranger? Look, as long
I
as
never said that to be a stranger. That's you. That's you who thought that.
Jennifer,
okay,
get over here.
okay. You know what? As long as my grandma's okay hanging out with you, Kashim, and won't be murdered.
Oh, she's unwinding way more than you are right now.
Don't say it after you told me this car. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
making TikToks. What are you even thinking? Tongue, get your mind out of the gutter, please.
I'm going to walk away from this conversation, Kashim. I'm going to call Greg when he's much better to talk about negotiations about a paycheck.
See, that's what happened when you just had the worst night of your life. I can in fact make it worse if I wanted to.
I understand that, Kashim.
And
I've
I don't
had
even need to
worse.
torture you. I don't even need to do anything to you. I'm learning. This is a new side of me, but I have learned the art of annoying people with love. I'm learning. I'm still practicing. You can be my first victim.
I will. Mr. Kashim, I'm very emotional right now. I will cry all over you, and it will be very embarrassing for both of us. So,
Listen,
thank you.
you need a shoulder to cry on. Maybe you should go find one.
I think Song actually laughs at that. This is like, I'm gonna go now. Goodbye, Mr. Kashim. Have a lovely day making the TikToks with my grandma.
Yes, yes.
I'm sure it'll stay like that. I'm sure it'll stay at that.
Grandma Cho, have fun making TikToks with Kashim. Goodbye.
Give you a very enthusiastic wave.
Oh, God, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine.
Because she will keep her good company.
I will. Mac, I'm being nice. My mercy is a choice. I swear to God.
Red,
Hmm.
I will destroy you in the Urban Shadows game if you don't let Mac continue.
No! That's me! My grandma!
I
That's
can
not-
revoke your. I can revoke the invitation to the League of Evil.
I am not calling Kashim grandpa. I can't live like that.
Why
Call him
not?
Granddad.
Yeah, no.
Look, I'm already working on something.
As you're all kind of just gonna recover, gonna spend a few days to laying low, trying to let this sort of storm blow over.
Greg might actually, because he was given that burner phone.
Yeah, I don't. Tell me what you sent, because I don't. I very much doubt they'll respond. But I guess it depends on what you have to actually say.
Yeah, basically, it's going to say that. Basically, it is going to say it's going to be an apology. It's going to say that I was on the phone with an SI contact when you knocked me out. They probably tracked. They were most likely tracked through that. But what is the state of the SI now in fucking Portsmouth? By the way,
Radio
before I
silence.
continue this,
Radio
radio
silence.
silence. Yeah, basically, the only response it's gonna be is that after that, he'll respond with, "If you still want to kill this Morgan guy, I am on the town council, and I am a senior officer in a multi-million-dollar company. I think we can still work something out, but I'll leave that up to you.
Think for a second.
And the apology, by the way, the apology is for not being able to call them off in time, because like they came in like right after he
Yeah.
got the phone. Like, yeah.
You know, you can make me this will sound weird. I guess it's a charisma persuasion still. Even though it's
What
through
specialty
text.
could help me here?
Uh,
Would a bargaining specialty help?
yeah. Negotiation, if you want.
Negotiation, yeah.
Gonna be easy, but super either.
There
Listen,
we go.
Reddit could have been way worse. Kushim knows. Trust me, it's better to call him grandfather than have to call him father. Way better.
No, oh God, please.
Now the winning. Now listen. Now
And
listen.
that
The
is-
winning move.
And there is the worst option other than that
You
as well.
could call him husband.
Yeah.
I don't think Kashima's husband in his like
If you have to
vocabulary.
start calling him Daddy Kushim, then you're
Daddy.
fucked.
Listen. Maybe you should follow what Kashim said. Maybe follow his
Well-
guidance.
Okay.
Do I have a father? I swear to God, I have a father somewhere.
All willpower.
Yeah.
Oh God, my mother is alone.
Okay.
Nah.
Full
It's
successes.
fine.
Checking your character backstory as we're speaking.
Your hopefully you included a loving husband for your mother.
Listen. Kashim will fucking slip right in there.
I didn't. I can make one though, right? I can make one.
No, it's too late now.
No, it's too late.
It's a bit late. Where was this dad before?
Holy
It's
shit.
alright. It's alright.
It's
I'll
true,
make a
that's
family. I'll make a
true.
family picture.
Maybe call up Mr. Smith. Get those contracts again. If he can give you a dad, that's not.
Son only has a mother. Oh my God, you left yourself vulnerable. Walked out
I
from the
can't
family.
believe-
Holy shit.
The classic mistake.
Red, I'm so sorry.
You
It's-
left
Red,
an unmarried mother in a grunt
I-
game. Why did you do this?
Red, I'm so sorry, Red. You see, I'm not Shadow.
I'm not. She fell for one of the classic blunders.
I'm sorry for doing this to you, Red.
This has never happened to me before. I'm not ready for this, guys. You
I'm
chill.
so sorry,
I
Red.
guess
I'll-
Daddy
pray for
Kushim
your-
is inevitable.
Daddy, Big D.
Uh,
Oh,
Gr-
look at that.
Greg, there will be a response that she is willing to have a second go at this. But,
Second.
yeah.
Basically, I guess Greg will. Greg will throw it out there that he's heard nothing from the SI since. They might be fucking gone for all he knows, but he can't exactly leave. This is his home.
She'll basically say you and her both. In fact, this has been her home for the last century, so.
Cool. And I guess as an extend, Greg will even ask, "What were the damages to your establishment?" I can fucking probably just move some money into a fund.
Back to that. Don't worry about that. She bonked you. She knocked you on the head. You charred half her corpse. You're call it even.
Okay.
But yeah, and with that,
Fortunately, Grunt, yeah, you're right. I have to make better allies. Unfortunately, the only allies my allies now are the Anarchs.
Yes.
Oh God, I'm fucked. Oh
Yeah.